Hey guys, how's it going? I realize that it has been a very long time since you have heard anything from me, and there are both good and bad reasons for that. But I wanted to update you guys on my situation and what I am planning to do moving forward, and yeah, just kind of what's happened to me since I've done any streaming or YouTube stuff. Um, so first of all, we should probably address the reason that I decided to take a break in the first place, which was namely health concerns. I didn't want to stop streaming at all. I think it's really bad for me as a person to not be streaming. Everything seems to kind of fall apart when I don't have that consistency in my life. But I felt that I had to do that, so I did. And so I tried to address those health concerns to not much avail. So what I decided to do was continue to pursue some of the doctors that I'd been talking to in Michigan more aggressively and talk to some different doctors and go through some different programs and stuff. And the two main things that I actually got done was that I finally got a colonoscopy for my stomach issues, and I saw a physical therapist, occupational therapist for my hands. And as far as the colonoscopy went, they basically said nothing's wrong with me. My colon looks perfectly fine. There's, no indication that I should be having such significant stomach issues. And, they're like, oh, this is good news. This is great news, right? They're expecting me to be happy about it. But it's like, okay, well, now I still have all these problems and I have no answers for them. So that was literally the worst news I could have received. And, at least for me. And so now I have to wonder, like, what am I supposed to do? They seem to be out of ideas as far as what or why could be causing these things. I've tried to, excluding a few things from my diet. Oh, that's another thing I tried. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this, but the nutritionist I saw recommended a low FODMAP diet, which I tried very strictly for over a month. Nothing. Tried dairy free, tried gluten free, tried all kinds of stuff. Nothing seems to have an improvement. So that is as bad as it's ever been, unfortunately. Um, as far as the hands and arm, um, I mean, the physical therapist wasn't really able to help me at all, and like just didn't really listen to me in general. Uh, it's like a frustrating experience for me overall. But on top of that, you'd think, oh, well, you haven't streamed in 6 months, right? So your hands are totally doing way better. No, not at all. Not even slightly. They are arguably worse than they've ever been. Everything. And it's incredibly frustrating because it's like, okay, every doctor I talk to says I have repetitive stress injury or overuse or, you know, some type of, you're just using it too much, bro. But by all accounts, if I stop using them, then I should see some improvement or a lot of improvement, even for this long of a period. And that has just not been the case. So I don't know. I don't know what to do in that regard. So, in conclusion, the reasons that I originally took time off the stream have not been improved at all, and I am in just as bad or worse of a situation than when I took that time off, which sucks to say. And I know that's probably not what a lot of people are expecting to hear, but that's the reality of the situation for me right now. That being said, moving forward, I am going to make a return to streaming. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sit down and do normal English Pokemon speedruns every stream, all stream, uh, excluding Stadium, obviously. And I don't know when I'll be able to do that again. Maybe it'll be something I can do once a week or something. I really don't know. But I am going to be taking a slightly different direction, and it's probably not what you're thinking, but I think that it's going to be really, really enjoyable for people who are used to enjoying my stream in the way that I generally have in the past presented it. So I guess the big announcement here is that I will begin streaming again tomorrow at the normal time. So like noon central. So obviously I know people are going to ask me a million questions, and I'm going to talk about it over and over again in the stream. I might wind up putting 2 videos out, this one and all the stuff that I answer moving forward. But yeah, you can look forward to seeing me tomorrow. So I'm really nervous about it. You have no idea how many times, like obviously it's been 6 months. You have no idea how many times I've tried to sit down and make this video at various points through this experience. But I didn't want to disappoint people. I didn't want to accept the reality. I didn't want to have made no progress basically and come back. But I have to face the reality at some point. So anyway, I'm nervous, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to have to just see how it goes. And I guess you guys will too. So I will see you guys tomorrow.